You are 27, making $74,000 a year. You have a Roth IRA, and you track your spending in an app that sends you color-coded charts you study like they actually mean something. You are performing your earnings. You buy a $40 shirt that becomes a cleaning rag in 2 years. And you are trapped in an upgrade cycle where you buy version 2 of a device because version 1 is 6 months old. Your financial education comes from reels and threads posted by men with ring lights. Yet the number in your account moves like weather, up in the good months, down when you fly home, or a forgotten subscription renews. Following the algorithm's version of success creates a low-frequency anxiety. Even when you do everything right, the machinery of modern consumption keeps you from seeing that you are actually going nowhere. In the parking lot of a Goodwill, you find a water-damaged 1961 paperback. The first page stops you cold. Capital is not earned, it is preserved. Everything else is noise. Old money rule 1. Never touch the principal. You treat $10,000 like land. You don't sell the land, you sell what it produces. You move that money to a brokerage account and stop watching it. Compounding requires looking away. You adopt rule 2. Your income is not your identity. You stop performing wealth. You drive the same 7-year-old car and stop apologizing for it, while watching colleagues buy BMWs on $90,000 salaries. By treating money as generational land rather than a social sentinel, your savings rate climbs without your income changing. You have stepped out of the machinery, and the 14-year clock begins. You are 30. Your principal is $41,000. You have begun consulting on weekends, building a client base entirely through referrals from people you helped without charging. Rule 3. Protect your name more carefully than your capital. In 2026, the brand is a performance. An old money name is built on being quietly, functionally reliable. You turn down on a $14,000 deal from a client who cuts corners, choosing 3 days of discomfort over permanent damage to your name. This discipline reaches a family office. You solve a problem and invoice $22,000. You don't post an announcement or a press release. You deliver and you wait. While a modern brand requires constant energy to stay visible, a reputation earned through delivery begins to compound on its own. You are 38. Your principal has reached $340,000, and your business earns $180,000 a year. You leave your day job quietly on a Tuesday morning with no LinkedIn post. You are living Rule 4. Time is the asset that cannot be repurchased. You stop measuring success in years and start measuring it in decades, planting trees you may never sit under. You acquire boring property, a 2-unit building in a secondary market with a clean cap rate. Content creators ignore it because it isn't photogenic, but the tenants pay reliably, and every dollar of profit flows back into the land. Your peers are anxious about the mortgage or a market dip that wiped out 4 months of savings. You are insulated. Your emergency fund is no longer measured in months, it is measured in years. Because you haven't upgraded your lifestyle in a decade, your massive surplus from the consulting business is now accelerating the principal at a rate you couldn't have imagined at 27. You are 41. After 3 years of plowing that 6-figure surplus and property yield into the principal, your net worth hits $1.1 million. Outwardly, nothing has changed. You have followed the path of actual old money families, those whose wealth survived the Depression and 2 world wars by remaining out of sight. They understood that survival across generations requires the discipline of silence during global catastrophes. You live Rule 5. Never let them see the count. Visibility is a tax. The display of wealth is the first expenditure of the insecure, and it attracts the wrong attention, the pitches, the asks, and the renegotiated friendships. You wear a $400 watch you've owned for 7 years. You do not feel like the millionaires in the videos. You feel like someone who made 1,000 small, correct decisions in a row and is now living inside the result. By compounding in silence and abandoning the performance, you didn't just build a number. You bought back the one resource old money always understood better than anyone: the freedom to wait.